Hello guys, this is Bryson from Nerf and More, bringing you a new mod guide. Today we're focusing on the Nerf and Strike Elite Strongarm. Here it is. For this you're going to need some lubrication. I'm using Hayward's Jack Formula multi-tube, and this is specifically meant for seals, valves, gaskets, and O-rings, which that's what we're going to be re-greasing or lubricating. You need a number 1 or number 2 Phillips head screwdriver, some needle nose pliers. So start off by unscrewing all the screws, and then I'll get back to you. Now once you've done that, remove this slide here, put it to the side. We're going to come back to that and start lifting the blaster out of its shell. And we're going to try and butterfly this thing open, and then I'll get back. So once you've done that, be mindful the little the lock for your attachments is going to pop out along with the spring. I'll pick it up after so go ahead and butterfly it open. And go ahead and take this out and set that aside. You will not be needing that for much longer. Here's your internals. Pause it here if you need a picture. Starting with our first mod, you can put your shell aside, and I'm going to go ahead and get out the spring, and then I'll get right back to you. Okay, so first things first, it's actually a modification to the turret. You do not actually need to unscrew these. What you're going to do is, these are dart tooths. This is what prevents you from using Stefan darts, streamlines. Well, you can use streamlines, but it prevents you from using Stefans. So what you're going to want to do, come in with some needle nose pliers, snippers, anything really, or a Dremel, and just do what I'm doing. Just pull and remove. See, I have removed all 6 dart posts, and we are done with the cylinder. I'm going to come in and re-sand it and make it look a lot better. Now the next modification is to the blaster itself, so put that aside. This is all your internals. Now this part is a lock. This lock keeps you from firing the blaster if the cylinder, when you press the button, comes out like this. You cannot fire it. But when you push it back, it allows you to fire. Go ahead and take out your catch and the catch spring. They were located right here. I recommend using a little petri dish, and you can throw away or keep your dart post. I just like to keep everything once I modify everything. You need to hold on to this. Your catch, it's necessary for the blaster to work. Now the next part we're going to be removing is the trigger. Go ahead and remove the trigger by unscrewing this. Lift up your trigger. Place that aside, keep it. Now I'm going to be removing this, for it is not necessary. So pull it back like this, and then lift up this whole housing right here. This is your empty base blaster, really. What you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to do this. Pull it in, and I don't mind breaking this. Got it. So this is absolute trash. You do not need this. Trash it. Next, we are going to be looking at the spring and the seal. This is the spring. As you can see, it is just a standard Elite spring, and it definitely needs a replacement or an addition. The O-ring looks pretty good. I'm going to actually re-grease the internals, and as you can see, this may look like an AR with a whole bunch of dead space in a hole, but it's actually not. You can watch Griffin Mods and he'll explain it. But it's not, and I'm really not going to mess with it because you don't really need it. But looking at this, I'm going to find a suitable spring for a replacement and tell you what it is. And then I'm going to re-grease it and show you how to do that. So what I did to do the spring replacement is I coiled the spring off the plunger rod. I just coiled it off, and I put in a replacement spring. I think this is a Mega Big Shot spring. It could be an Orange Modworks Strongarm spring, but really any spring that can fit that can fit over this will work. Next, I'm using my lubrication. I know you can use some white silicone grease, but this is Hayward Jack's formula. It's meant for O-rings, and you need about this much. Close your lube, put it back, and just put it on your O-ring like this. That is all lubed up, and you can also put some inside your plunger. I already did that. Next, you can just put everything back in, And also, if you do the spring replacement, I recommend upgrading your catch spring. I have. That's about it. And then put everything back, and then I'll show you how that's going to look. So here's the Strongarm. What we did was, if you just skip to right here, we replaced the spring, we re-lubricated, we removed the locks, a lock right there that prevents you from firing when the cylinder's out, the dart posts, and I sanded them down. And yeah, that's just about it. Let's see how the performance of this thing looks. Not that great. That was about 60 feet flat. 60. 75 feet flat. 75 feet flat. 65. 60. Wait, why didn't... So, impressive range is getting about 75 feet flat, and with this blue version, that was the original range claims for angled shots. So, that's pretty good. I bet the angled shots are around 95 feet. So, definitely buy a Strongarm. I think they're going for like 10 bucks on Amazon, but you can find them at Walmart for 8. That's how, and I found this one at a thrift store for 3 bucks. Go thrifting. Hope you enjoyed the Strongarm mod guide, and go pick one up yourself. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.